Do you want the most insane relics for the Wylder? Well then head on over to the journal, because today we are talking about Rememberances.
Okay.
These are personal quests for characters that unlock some of their best relics in the game. So, where do we start, you might ask? Well, hopefully you've done this first step and you have beaten the first boss. This will drop a pocket watch relic. You do have a chance from failing expeditions to get this. Next, head on over to the priestess to give her the pocket watch and you'll unlock the Duchess. Now there's memory fragments. Upon completing an expedition, you're guaranteed a memory fragment, which will progress the character's story up until you're able to do a remembrance. And there's a 20% chance to get one when you fail an expedition as well. So once you have his remembrance unlocked, the first one is going into a mine, specifically the southern one. You are then tasked with finding a whetstone since you have such a keen eye for it. Now this is not an area that is where you would normally fall down to fight the troll, but to go in a little bit further off to the side. Once you see this big platform with a bunch of miners under there, you'll see a little shining stone. This will summon a crystalline to fight. Any blunt damage such as maces make these guys a joke. Luckily 3 greatsword attacks does stagger it and makes it easy kill. And yes, I did this solo. You'll be rewarded with 2 crappy relics, as well as the earrings that belong to the Duchess. If you continue into this dead room, you can hold the earrings up to the sky, and maybe contemplate why the heck you are doing this. Oh right, a pretty girl, that makes more sense now. She'll thank you for your troubles, and you will finish the remembrance, getting the slate whetstone. This gives you a follow-up attack with your hookshot, only when using greatswords of course. Not only imbuing your sword with fire for a short time, but also it costs no stamina to use this follow-up attack. After a couple more fragments, you can now do the next remembrance. You'll pretty much read some books that tell you to go to the crypt. This is located underneath the jar merchant. You'll get some kind of details on his story, which I'm not too clear on, and it'll tell you to find the Duchess yet again. She's on the coast, by the way. Find her to end the remembrance to then get the Wylder's chalice. Very nice chalice indeed. And his final remembrance, you'll start off and you'll read a note that gives you a key. This key opens a chest that you might not have noticed right outside the crypt door. Heading to the quest marker, which is the recluse, she'll inform you that you're so hot right now and that she probably wants to bang you. But first you're gonna have to deal with the quest. You will then be guaranteed to spawn the shifting earth, the eternal city. It places a keep in the middle with a fairly large city in the bottom left corner of the map. It's very easy to maneuver down here, but the one way that I found that leads to the quest marker was through sewers. They are filled with deathblight basilisks though, so be careful there. You'll come across this shiny crypt with a troll boss to fight, so just give him a good stake in the behind like you do for every other boss hopefully.
Oh no!
And with that, your final remembrance is done. You'll unlock this outfit that just adds a pin to your shoulder, but more importantly you get the silver tier relic, which is one of the best. And as a bonus that's not a remembrance, beating the final boss with the silver tier equip will give you an additional relic, which is definitely the best in the game. Just look at this thing, it gives you everything you want for the Wylder. Like, it's just completely disgusting. And that is it for the Wylder. Catch you on the next one.